This is my Gen X Mad magazine collection. As with each of these collections, I do have a spreadsheet that is on my website and the links below that shows a full inventory of what's included with each collection, one per tab. So this is the Mad magazine one, and I've tried to put as much detail in there as I can. Things like number or issue, whether it was sleeved or not. So let's start with the big books. The first one is the Completely Mad History of the Comic Book and Magazine. So a little bit of background on it. Kind of an interesting one there. I couldn't actually find a publication date or anything on this one, but it is a hardcover book. It's the only hardcover, and you can see a lot of the history in here, old photographs and snippets from old issues. So that's the first one. The next one is the Invisible Mad. This is just a paper book, and that was, it says number 37 for whatever good that tells us. Those are the only two books I have with Mad. Then starts all the magazines, and these are in order by publication date. Somewhere, somehow, the first one is the Saturday Night Fever one from September of '78. So you can see Alfred E. Newman laced in with the John Travolta looks there, doing his 70s dances. 60 cents is what they cost back at that time. That's the first one. The next one is the Hulkster issue, brother. That's back Hulkamania. And that's 86. It's got Rambo and Rocky in it as well, and it's up to $1.35 by July 86. This one is still in a sleeve, so I bought these protective sleeves way back then and put some of them in there for a while till I ran out. So that's one there. This is the October 86 Hot TV issue, and you can tell it's old because it still has people like Johnny Carson on it, and that's Bill Cosby before he got making special drinks. And this one's in a sleeve as well. Next one is the Aliens, and also has Ferris Bueller's Day Off and the Karate Kid in it. This is January of '87, again in a sleeve. Spring '87 Book of Silliest Nonsense. So Mad Magazine would always do their normal monthly ones, and then they'd have super specials. Usually came out by season, if I remember right, and then sometimes they'd have an annual one. So it's a little bit thicker, 96 pages of that one, and it was kind of wrap up from previous, still in the sleeve. The next one is a totally logical Star Trek IV. This is from June of '87, and it has pro wrestling in here again, so you can tell how big that was in the 80s, in the sleeve. Next one is the Summer '87 Mad Bombs. So this is another kind of best of. And you can see these prices are up to $2.75 for the special ones versus the $1.35. And this one is also in a sleeve. Then we got Pee Wee Herman in the September of '87, and this is before his special visit to the theater, making the guy in front of him and Abe Lincoln the two most famous men shot in theaters. A little butter on that popcorn. Also had Crocodile Dundee. G'day, mate. And a couple other ones in there, not in a sleeve, and that's all for the sleeved one, so I won't specify that every time. We've got a Season's Greeting, January of '88. It's a little bit confused. He's got his Easter Bunny costume on the roof. Summer '88, Hot Air Mad Special. July '88 was the Three Men and a Baby version. California Raisins aren't actually in the title of any of the spoofs in here, but they are on the cover, so I've just labeled that one from September of '88, and they are up to $1.50 here. Mad Gross Outs, super special of fall '88, and they're up to $2.95 for the big ones. This one, I'm actually not sure if the cover came off or what, because I couldn't find any real useful information about when it came out. It just says special edition Mad. So anyway, that's there. Winter '88, Mad Bombs again. You recall we had one a little bit earlier here. Ooh yeah, now we got Macho Man getting down with the Hulkster. And on there the Giant as well. And I don't know how to do Miss Elizabeth's voice, but anyway, there's more pro wrestling here. And that was the March of '89. Then we have April of '89, special midwinter vacation issue. And Roseanne. Yep. June of '89 when that show was popular. Summer '89, Sizzling School Sucks Super Special. And you can see on the back, it's done like the old composition books, which, believe it or not, for the younger folks, when Gen X was going to school, we had to write things with pens and pencils. The July '89, even though there's nothing across the top, the bottom does say this is a special heavy metal issue. Looks like a BC Rich class axe or something he's playing. Got Axl in the background and some other rockers back here. And the back of it is done like metal sludge. September '89. This is before Batman talked like, I'm Batman. October '89, Ghostbusters 2. July '90, baseball issue. It says Baseball Cards 2. And War of the Roses was the main movie one, and they're up to $1.75. October '90, Gremlins 2. Bright lights, bright lights. And RoboCop 2 on there, as well as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. December of '90, The Simpsons. Cowabunga, dude. And Total Recall. This would be the original with Arnold, not the remake with Colin Farrell. February '94 is Beavis and Butthead. Settle down, Beavis. January, February '95, I guess they're being lazy and just put one out for those 2 months contained. Basketball, NBA stuff here. December '95, Apollo 13. Some other stuff. December of '95, X-rated. Super special. And another. February of '97, X-rated super special. I also have a couple cracked magazines that made their way into the collection, so I'm throwing those in as well. And like I said, all these will be in the spreadsheet that's downloadable at the website, the link below, to show full inventory of these, and I will be putting up an eBay ad shortly to offer those for sale to the highest bidder as a full collection, not individuals. It's all or none. You go to the ychrome.com website, and again, the link is below. Click the Gen X tab, scroll down, you'll see the Gen X playlist for all the videos related to this, and then down here's the downloadable Excel file. So you click on that, and then you'll go up in the top to your downloads, and you'll see the Excel file. And then once that pulls up, you'll be able to see that this tab is for Mad Magazines. You can see all the magazines in this video and books, and I did put their cover price where applicable and all the information. And then you can see that I do have other tabs set up for all the other toy collections for this overall giant Gen X collection. So I'll be going through each of these other collections as well over the next few weeks. If you haven't done so, please click the link below to subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications so you don't miss any more videos on the Gen X toy collection.